Let's go for a drive. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Varsity Overland channel. It is a beautiful yet blazing hot summer day here in Connecticut. I am in northwestern Connecticut right now. I'm actually visiting the Barkhamsted reservoir in Barkhamsted, but I journeyed to this part of the state so that I could check out a couple locations that I have not seen before. There should be a couple state forests nearby that have some trails. I'm going to journey off in an opposite direction in a second to see if I can find a waterfall, and there's a campground up here that I'm going to investigate for future use. So it's really hot. I'll probably pop out the awning at some point when I stop for lunch, but other than that, should be a good time, so stick around. Believe it or not, this structure is actually the reservoir's pump house. And if you think it resembles a castle, then you'd be spot on. The builders in 1936 wanted this to look a little bit more elegant, almost like a castle tower, and has become a popular photo destination for Connecticut residents. All right, so 7 minutes up the road is a small park called Enders Park, and this is where the trailhead for Enders Brook Falls is located. Like I said before, the weather is really hot, so hopefully it's not too dried up and there'll still be something left of the waterfall for us to see. After leaving the waterfalls, I made the 10-minute trek to the other side of town to explore the trails within Peoples State Forest. All right, finally stopping for lunch. You know what that means. Let's see if we can trade. What do we got? Sandwich, couple water bottles, seltzer. course, as soon as I finish eating, the rain begins to let up. It's definitely still drizzling, but it's not a heavy downpour like it was 5 minutes ago. And I did decide to break out my phone to use that instead of my camera, so that my camera doesn't get soaked. I was gonna pop out the awning, but I figured by the time I got the awning set up, I would have been completely drenched and the awning would have been pointless anyway. So I just ate inside the car. This is one of those situations where I wish Connecticut actually had dispersed camping, you know, like situations where you could pull up in a state forest, you could find a spot just like this and set up for the night, because this is a nice spot, you know. Like, I've got the truck parked here, you can carry your equipment over here. There is a log on the ground blocking the way, so the vehicle can't go all the way over to the fire pit and picnic table, but it's a nice level spot. There's a stream that I'm hoping I can check out in a second. Yeah, this would have been a really nice place to have lunch outside if it didn't start raining.
And just like that, it's sunny again. You know, I bet if I didn't eat lunch, like stop at a location to eat lunch on the tailgate, it never would have rained in the first place. But you know, that's my luck. All right, so I just pulled into the Austin Haw Campground up here in Northwest Connecticut, and I'm gonna see if I can pop into the office real quick and ask permission to just take a quick drive through the campground, because I'd like to see it in person. I'd like to see, you know, like up close, what do the campsites look like, and what's the area, before I decide to possibly use this in the future. So hopefully they say yes. All right, cool. I got a map. They said I can go ahead and take a loop around the campground, so I'm excited. Hopefully it's worth it.
All right, so unfortunately I'm back to my phone. I had to leave the Sony and the Insta360 camera in the car because the lenses keep fogging up. It is so cold in the vehicle versus so hot and humid out here that my lenses just keep fogging. I wipe them, I clean them, they just get foggy again. This is a pretty flat spot, and this is how it looks like 90% of these camping spots are here. So I think I might have to come back. I am planning something in the future, Connecticut related, obviously, that I've been trying to scout for. Little recon missions here and there to see if I can put together an adventure at home here in Connecticut. So I might have to make use of this campground in the future, because these spots are pretty nice. But anyway, it has been an eventful day. Started blistering hot, then all of a sudden we got a bunch of rain and some thunderstorms, and now we are back to hot. But welcome to summer in New England, I guess. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the little adventure that I went on today. Just some simple stuff, nothing crazy, but you know, you got to get out there and make the most of your area. You can't always afford to drive several hours off to another state, up into the mountains, out into the desert. You got to kind of make use of what you got, right? So anyway, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Peace, people.